Hey guys, what's up? It's NuclearVideosHD and I'm here with the Simpsons Tapped Out Treehouse of Horror Act 3 Part 2 video. In the previous video we went through and we completed the Act 3 quest line, which was the final installment of the Treehouse of Horror 2016 update. Now we are here with the second part of the act to show off all of the content that was released. So we will go through and get the store items first, and then we'll move on to the prizes. We'll save the best stuff for last. Not too much stuff was added to the store. There was Nightmare Willy and the cemetery plot with his cousin Gravedigger Billy. So I guess we'll get Nightmare Willy first. This thing is pretty small considering that I originally thought it was going to be a lot bigger. So it's a constantly moving decoration, which is pretty cool. When you click on it, whoa, ooh, that is creepy. So when you click on it, he goes into the sand and comes back out, and he makes a sort of bagpipe sound. We'll look at the animation again. And then he comes out. That is so creepy. Cool nonetheless. So now let's get cemetery plot with Gravedigger Billy.
It's just not Springfield without insert name here.
I wanted to be a doctor, but the name Gravedigger worked against me. Gravedigger Billy. So he goes in and... No, he does not complete it, but he goes into our Treehouse of Horror category. Rings a little bell. Okay, he can now fight against the monsters.
I've been digging graves for 30 years.
And he is voiced, which is great. Ah, my Scottish back. That's the third time this week it's taken all the joy out of digging graves. And I'm tired of sleeping in a bed I dig for myself each night. There's got to be something better. I need to look into the paper for another job. It'll take all me savings to buy one, but you gotta spend money to make money. I know that's a terrible accent, but I tried. Anyway, Gravedigger Billy can search the classifieds. My god, the ambient music is so annoying sometimes.
No, I'm his cousin, Gravedigger Billy. I've been digging graves for 30 years. No, I'm his cousin, Gravedigger Billy.
So you can search the classifieds for 4 hours, pacify the not quite dead for 60 minutes, plot revenge on Willy for 4 hours, dig holes for no reason for 8, get an eye test for 12, and attend a family reunion for 24. So let's go see him dig some graves.
I've been digging graves for 30 years.
So he walks around with a shovel. I guess that's all he does. So let's see him pacify the not quite dead. Let's go check out what he does for that. So you see a couple of hands come up from the grave, and he's just smacking the crap out of them with a shovel. Wow, that's pretty cool. So that's it. We have another grave, which is pretty cool, so we can throw that over into our, Springfield cemetery section. So that's pretty cool, Gravedigger Billy. Let's check out the prizes now. The first one is the medieval cathedral. Pretty cool. This thing's probably going to be massive, which it is. Place it over in the corner up here. Okay, get that. Let's go for 4 hours.
Kaboom!
Medieval cathedral. Way to make a lame thing sound even lamer, like Chatty Lisa. Okay. So we click on it. That cool church organ sound is the building sound. Making great acoustics is the building task, and it earns 300 cash and 30 XP every 24 hours. So this thing, nonetheless, is very cool looking. It has the cool cobblestone out front, which can match very well with our cobblestone wall, our cobblestone paths that we got. I'll just show that off really quick. Somewhat kind of looks good with there. But it is very cool. It's actually really unique looking, which I think is pretty cool. And I love the sound it makes. Pretty neat. So the next thing we can get is the Wolf Rock. Okay. Okay, so this thing's not that big. I thought it would be a lot bigger, but it's quite small, so I'm pretty happy about that. So I'm guessing when you click on it. Yeah. So it's strange that the moon is reflecting in the pool, even though that there's no moon in Tapped Out because it's always daytime. But nonetheless, it is very cool. Very eerie. Very creepy. The next thing we can get is the large opal pack, which there's 2 of those, but, you know, there's pretty much not really anything. So next is Werewolflanders, which is a very anticipated costume that people have been waiting to get for a very long time. Let's go check out what he can do. So, of course, he goes into our Treehouse of Horror category. Ooh. Werewolf Ned is now available to fight against giant monsters. So he is sound, or he has sound. Grr, pray, grr, pray, grr, pray, grr, pray. So we need to make Werewolflander attack teenagers. Oh, God. So it seems as though he only has these snarling and growling sounds unless he has some more. He can attack teenagers for 8 hours, dig holes in the backyard for 60 minutes, deal with growing pains for 4 hours, terrorize for 8, graffiti the Simpsons living room for 12, and attack parishioners for 24. So let's check out his... Oh, so he does have some more sound, which is cool. And that clawing animation is his terrorize task. Very neat. And he can also deal with growing palms. That's cool. So you guys can make him go on that task, and you guys can watch him form back and from the werewolf form, which is pretty cool. It's so mesmerizing just watching it. So that's Werewolflanders. Pretty cool. Like I said, that's been very anticipated for a while. A lot of people have been wanting to... Oh my God, he's going crazy. Oh my God. Savage. So anyway, like I said, yeah, that's been very anticipated for a while. People have wanted to see that costume ever since the first Treehouse of Horror, so it's glad that a lot of them have finally gotten their wish. The next thing we can get is the Mad Doctor's Castle, which is the second building that we are going to get today. Very cool. Plop that down right over here. Again, 4 hours to build. We might as well get the large oval pack while we're waiting. Okay, yep. And
so that's where buildings come from.
Finally, I found a place to hang my hat. We haven't even locked you yet. Although I don't wear a hat, they don't fit my odd-shaped head, which only makes my need for a hat that much greater. Another of life's mysteries, like why won't the lady barista make eye contact with me? So this is the Mad Scientist's Castle. Very cool. Let's check out what it does. So the building sound is some thunder and some creepy organ music in the background, which is very faint. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. But running up the electric bill is the building task, and it earns 150 cash and 13 XP every 8 hours. So this thing is very cool. This is one of those buildings you don't really have to do much to decorate. It's definitely cool nonetheless. So the last thing we're going to unlock, which is probably one of the coolest things that we get, is Frankenstein, Professor Frank's father, who I've been waiting all month to get. So let's check out what this guy can do.
What's his name?
So what am I? Some kind of tin can man from Planet Tomorrow? Frankensteins. He goes and completes our Treehouse of Horror category. He's the final character we are going to get. Very cool. So he can pull out... Ew. He can pull out his intestines and spin them around. Unfortunately, I don't think he's voiced, but we'll see. I'm a man, but also a monster. The dichotomy fills me with conflict and hours of introspection. I'm always plagued by opposing goals, just like Diet Coke. So sadly, he is not voiced because I think he was voiced by a guest actor. God, I think I remember who it was, but I can't remember. Well, anyway, he can be paralyzed with indecision for 4 hours, dig up new upgrades for 60 minutes, show off new upgrades for 4 hours, perform He-Man signs for 8, stock up on antiseptics for 12, and calculate pi to 314,159 places. Okay, so let's see him dig up new upgrades. So he is going in the ground, and he's digging up brains and shoving them in his skull. Oh my God, it's disgusting. Let's see what else he can do. He can also show off new upgrades. So he just pulls out his brain, throws it at people. Very interesting. So that's pretty much it for the content that we got for the Act 3 update of the Treehouse of Horror 2016. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We had some pretty cool buildings and decorations, as well as some cool characters for this update. It's been fun playing through the Treehouse of Horror series with you guys. Until next year, I will be returning with that. As I mentioned in previous videos, I'm sure that there's going to be a takedown update, including some of the tappable monsters as non-playable characters for our towns. Thanksgiving should be here very soon. I'm guessing it's going to be one of those short quest lines, similarly to how it was last year. And with that, Christmas is on its way for another 3-act storyline. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I will be back with the next update. And I've got a lot of cool stuff planned, as I promised. I'm just waiting for this update to finish so I can have some time in between to upload them. And, yeah. So, thank you guys for watching, and it's been a pleasure. Peace.